Welcome. Today we're gonna make some nice pork chops with potatoes, and it's gonna be the Greek way, Greek style. Okay. Now, you can use any kind of pork chops you want, but we like the pork loin center chops, as you can see them. They have a lot of meat, no bones, but you can use the one with the bones, and you see how thick they are. So we like them. Some people don't like them. Some people like with the bones, but again, it's your choice, right? So you need some nice pork chops. Your choice. You need some nice potatoes, carrots, and we're gonna go with our spices. We're gonna add extra virgin olive oil, lemon and pepper, roasted garlic and pepper. I'm gonna put a little bit of Montreal chicken and some Greek spice. You're gonna need some lemons. Now here you can use, if you have chicken broth, we're gonna use for our potatoes, or chicken base, or if you have the cubes, you can melt them with hot water and mix it up and put it in. So now what we're gonna do, in a little bowl, I have my little measuring spoon here. So 1 teaspoon of lemon and pepper, a teaspoon of roasted garlic and pepper, teaspoon of Montreal chicken, and Greek spices, teaspoon. Out you go. And now I have oregano here. Now you can put oregano, you can put a teaspoon, how much you want, but some people, they don't like the taste of the oregano, so you can put it out if you don't want it, but this is the Greek way. So I'm gonna use half a teaspoon, because the Greek spices also have oregano. So we're gonna put it in our little bowl here and mix everything together, and I'll be back. Okay, so my spices are nicely mixed here. We're gonna put 3 to 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna bless it nicely there. And then we're just gonna add our spices. This way you can control it. Again, maybe you don't like so many spices, you don't have to add everything. So I'm gonna mix it nice. For sure I need all the spices. There we go. And we're gonna give it a nice rub. So that looks nice, eh? Good enough. So I'm gonna put it aside. I'm gonna put it in the fridge, because we gotta get going on our potatoes and our carrots. Peel them, wash them, and cut them. Okay, so before we put them in the fridge, I squeezed a nice fresh lemon, and I'm gonna put it on all over. Now this is your choice, but this is a Greek dish, so I don't want to hear anybody saying, why are you putting lemon and stuff like that. This is a Greek dish. Oregano and lemon is a must. If you're doing it the old-fashioned way, that's all you would be putting: salt and pepper, oregano, some lemon juice, olive oil, that's it. But my family, we like lots of spices. So mix it nicely, and I'm gonna cover it. It'll take me a little bit to do the potatoes and wash up everything and chop up everything. Now put it in the fridge And we're gonna chop our veggies. Potatoes. I only have a little bit of carrots in there. Okay, so my potatoes are nicely cut. I'm just giving it a nice rinse here. Don't cut them too thin because the pork chops are thick, so give them a good rinse. Okay, so everything is nicely washed, and we're gonna do our spices. I'm going to bless it with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And then I'm using chicken broth. Since I have chicken broth, I'm going to use chicken broth. Easy, make it easier. 1 cup, so I measure with my coffee cup. There we go. And my oregano, how much you like. Here. This is a Greek dish, and we are Greek, so we love our oregano. And here I squeezed a lemon, because this is lemon potatoes. Fresh squeezed lemon juice. And now we're gonna add lemon and pepper. 1 teaspoon. Roasted garlic and pepper, a teaspoon. But I'm not gonna measure. I'm just gonna shake. If you like more, you could add more. And again, because it depends on how many potatoes you're gonna have. So this is good. And now we're gonna give it a nice mix. It. Okay, so I took our chops out, and all you're gonna do is, look how nice and thick they are. Look at that. You need thick ones. I don't want to see those fried ones, the thin ones for frying, and then they get dry. But again, it's your choice. You like the ones with a bone? I've done it with a bone too. Sometimes this, no bone, sometimes with bone. But these were so good. Look at them. My God, I couldn't resist them. Look at all those spices. And you just set them up. Make sure you get all the spices, eh? And we have some leftover. Put it on top there. You can use a brush since my hands are all messed up here. And we're gonna put it to 400 for about, I'm gonna check in about a half an hour. I always check in a half an hour, see how they're doing. Open, don't cover them because they're thick, so they need a color. So in they go. Well, I was busy. Instead of 30 minutes, 40 minutes, they got a little bit color, but that's okay. Flip them all over. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit more well done because they're gonna steam. We're gonna put it foil now. We're gonna flip it over like this. Now what I'm gonna do is, whoops, there we go. Now they're gonna steam. So I'm gonna put a foil on it, cover them, and until the potatoes and the meat is nice and soft and juicy. Because the steam is gonna, you know, when it's covered, the steam is gonna come up and make it so mouth-watering. So I'm gonna again check in 20 minutes to a half an hour. I'm gonna be watching now. I got busy with the dishes and I had to clean my sink. That's okay, no problem. Okay, so let's check it out now. Woo. Nice and steamy here. So far it's an hour and 10 minutes. So still it has a little bit too much juice. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some out and put it in a little bowl, and we can use it after. And now I'm gonna put it back in, put some juice over your pork chops, because we're gonna leave it open now, because the potatoes, the pork chops, everything is almost ready. So just pour some. There we go. Doesn't have too much. It's good to have it after you can pour it over your pork chops. Now we'll put it back in the oven for about 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes, just for color. Okay, so there we go, they're ready. Now we're gonna together about an hour and 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It depends how much color you want on the pork chops. They're ready, the potatoes, the pork chops is ready. Now we're gonna serve. Okay, so I've cut one here just to show you. See how nice and juicy it is? Okay, so if you want some more juice, you can pour it on.